Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are plunging into the very vibrant and, let's be honest, pretty confusing world of online fashion.
Mm.
We're focusing on one site in particular, TokyoCanvas. You've probably seen their ads.
Oh, yeah. They're everywhere.
The big question everyone seems to have
Yeah.
is this shop a hidden gem or is it just, a trap?
That's exactly it. Our goal here is to really break down the sources and look past that super energetic, graphic-heavy branding.
To see what's actually going on with the business.
Right, to look at the actual business practices.
And you can't deny the appeal. The branding is the immediate draw. You see this colorful, anime-inspired streetwear.
Graphic tees, hoodies, accessories, the works.
And they push these huge sales so aggressively, those bundle deals like buy 5, get a free tee.
It's a pure dopamine hit for shoppers. It's designed to make you click.
It really is. But, okay, let's unpack this a little. When we look past the cool designs, what are the first warning signs?
Well, that dopamine hit is real. But if you flip that vibrant canvas over, you start to see some serious issues.
Okay.
The biggest one, according to the source material, is a critical lack of transparency.
What do you mean by that? Like, what's missing?
I mean, when you look for basic corporate details, they're just not there. There's no clear company background.
No About Us page with a real story.
Nothing like that. No physical address, and all you get is a basic support email.
That does seem a bit thin for a global retailer.
It's a massive red flag. The point isn't just that they're being secretive. It's that if your order goes wrong, you have, like, zero recourse.
And I imagine that lack of transparency bleeds into the products themselves. I've heard there are concerns about the art.
100%. Many of the designs appear to be pulled straight from, public online art platforms, or even generic print-on-demand catalogs.
Hold on. So you're saying they might not even be designing this stuff themselves? Are they just printing other people's art?
That's what the model suggests. They're not creating unique, original work. They're printing available artwork onto pretty low-cost garments.
So the cool tee you just bought could just vanish from the site tomorrow if there's an IP complaint.
Exactly. Or, and this is more common, the quality is just all over the place. Wildly inconsistent.
Okay, let's talk about that buyer experience. The deals sound great, but what actually happens after you click buy?
Well, first, prepare to wait. The sources say buyers report incredibly long delivery times,
How long are we talking?
often several weeks.
Weeks. Wow. I think everyone knows that feeling of dread when your tracking number just hasn't moved in a while.
Right. And then when the package finally does show up, what are people actually seeing?
Let me guess. It doesn't quite match the pictures online.
That's the main complaint. Items arrive with faded prints, or the colors are just noticeably different from the advertisement.
It all kind of connects, doesn't it? If they don't list a headquarters, maybe quality control isn't their top priority either.
It feels like a cascading failure, yeah.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Is it a scam or not?
The consensus from the source material is that it isn't a scam in the traditional sense, because you do eventually receive something.
Yeah.
But the inconsistent quality, the crazy slow shipping, the lack of transparency, and the questionable art sources make it a really risky place to shop.
So the key takeaway is that what shows up in your mailbox might not be what you thought you were buying?
It's almost guaranteed not to match that perfect high-energy ad you clicked on.
It's a classic online retail story then. Flashy branding that's hiding some pretty serious gaps in the operation and the quality.
And I think if we connect this to the bigger picture, it leaves you with a really important question to ask yourself before hitting checkout on any site like this.
Which is?
How much should the convenience of low prices and cool designs excuse a complete lack of basic corporate transparency and quality control? That's the trade-off you have to weigh.